What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. Obviously, best fat burner I've ever taken. Best focus formula I've ever taken. And honestly, go check the reviews on YouTube. Hands down, one of the best vegan proteins you'll ever have. Vegan proteins used to taste like dirt. These products taste delicious. Go ahead and give them a look. Also, want to thank Webull. I'm a preferred influencer. Right now, if you've got $5, they've got $11 in free stock for you. Use the link down in the description. I don't know when it ends. They change the promotion every week. Let me tell you something, though. This channel right here, SGO, I don't watch it. I don't support it. I don't patronize it. I don't care about it. I laugh every time I see that I have more views than them because I know that just digs into somebody over there at SGO. This is a company, this is a channel that, in my opinion, has tried to bully a lot of other creators in our community. In fact, when they tried to cancel me, not once, they also worked with someone else that tried to cancel me that had never been on their channel, John Jake Gaming. And I really can't even divulge the full story here. But John, if you're listening, you know what happened when you tried to come at me and cancel my channel stating I was bullying you. They actually brought him on the channel after all that as kind of like a little personal dig at me. And I laugh. I really do. I laugh at this channel and what they produce. But they have the inroads with EA, and Clint Oldenburg, I can only assume, was wearing red and white today, dressed as Santa, even though it's August, because Clint gave us a gift. Just like Madden 21 was a gift from EA to me, last video with that game coming up, Clint comes on, and they're talking about the referees. People are upset that they got removed, and Clint goes on and says, well, we removed them from on the field because they became detractors, right? Based on feedback. Now, I would love to know where this feedback came from. I don't know one person. I can't even think of a video I did where I recommended EA remove the referees from the field. You know, I do know I made a lot of videos about, challenge plays working, some other contextual things with the challenge and the way you can't pick what you want. But as far as just get the referees off the field, I don't know anybody. I looked on YouTube. I can't find this feedback that they're using or saying that they got. And then Clint goes on to say, the movement of the refs was not visually what we expected. It didn't blend with the rest of the game, okay? Which is fair. I mean, that's an accurate statement, right? The game itself is so animation dependent. You have these refs kind of just moving around freely. It did actually look quite a bit ridiculous. All-Pro Football had refs that fell down and interacted with players, so, I don't really know where EA is headed here, but then he says the magical words. We couldn't afford to get the refs the same visual quality. So basically, we had to 86 them, okay? So look at the tape. Look at the tape on these players' arms. What a great freeze frame by me. Sometimes it just comes natural. But here's the thing. I don't know what he's talking about here. What EA really, at EA, you should not use the word afford, right? That just is a word that should be out of the repertoire of anyone that works on this game. Just like the words, we listen to the community, like you shouldn't say that. And then you shouldn't say the word afford. Like, we couldn't afford, we can't afford, we didn't afford. Because I'm hoping that he means they couldn't afford in an other way of financial, right? Because when it comes to financial affordability, which I'm not even sure affordability is a word, but it should be, because I just made it. This is what EA can't afford. This is EA remaining the only game in town when it comes to simulation football video games. So, in one hand, you've got them paying the NFL for the exclusive agreement with the Players Association and the league. And in the other hand, they're saying, hey, we can't afford to put referees in the game. Now, I don't care how you actually look at this, whether they financially can't afford to get the players in the game or they can't afford from a data standpoint to get the players in the game. If you're paying the last 15 years to be the exclusive carrier of simulation football, you better have every aspect covered. Now, I'm not even going to bring up 2021. I'm going to go back a year. Because if we're going to talk about financials, let's talk about how much money EA has made with Ultimate Team. And understand, only a portion of this is Madden Ultimate Team, but the company as a whole affords what goes into its games. So since 2015, $587 million. $660 million, $775 million, $1.8 billion, $1.37 billion, $1.49 billion. This is just off Ultimate Team, not game sales. At what point am I supposed to believe you can't afford to put something in your game? At what point can you even justifiably say, hey, we can't afford it, right? It's not able to be too taxing on the system if it's been in the game before, right? You can't say to me, we can't afford from a graphic standpoint. We can't afford from a data, from a processing, from a computing standpoint, because you've got PCs that are more powerful than your dev kits, right? You've got All Pro Football that has shown us the standard of referees can not only be in the game, they can move, they can interact with players, they can fall down. We've seen with EA, they can put referees in the game. So where does the term afford come from? I'm certainly hoping it's not financial, because I'm looking right here, if you just modestly reinvested your Madden Ultimate Team earnings back into Madden, and you're telling me then over a 5-year span, you're incapable of getting referees in a game, spending $1 billion with a B. $1 billion could have been put back into this game simply to get referees on the field. And when you can't do it, you are actually stating that we did this based on community feedback that to me is non-existent. As one of EA's biggest critics that prevents me from getting Couldnt Oldenburg on my channel, I have a real hard time sitting here and having to listen to this guy on any channel tell me we removed something because the community asked us to, and now we can't afford to put it back in. What reality is this guy working with? Right? No one asked you to create 30-minute long documentaries with insurance companies to show why Keenan Allen's rating needs to be improved last year, but you did it. No one told you that we needed food products like Campbell's Soup put in the game, but you did it. No one asked you to put in hip-hop and celebrities and all other SpongeBob characters into your game, but you did it. You found the time, you found the money, you found the resources in your simulation football game. But when it comes down to putting referees on the field, you can't do that. I don't know. Maybe the problem is Couldnt was only a practice squad lineman and they don't have refs in practice. Or maybe they do or they didn't then. I don't know. But Couldnt, we've got to get this sorted out. If you can't afford it, let us help you. People are going to buy your game. You put the money back into the game and give us a better product. I mean, that's, in the famous words of Elton John, the circle of life, except for gaming. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Can't wait for the Madden 22. I'm 22, yeah. I can't wait for Madden 22, but the Madden 21 finale tomorrow. Other than that, you know I will be back in the week with more commentary.